Hello, it's Jiří again, and this is the User Preferences project focused on web accessibility. In this video, I will talk about color modes users may usually choose from. I will explain what they are, what benefits they have, how to set it, and how to implement it. You can also check it online at accessibility.actumdigital.com. Let's get into it. Color mode, often referred to as light mode and dark mode, is a design and user interface concept that allows users to choose between different color schemes for the appearance of applications, websites, operating systems, and other digital interfaces. These color modes are designed to enhance user experience based on their preferences and environmental conditions. What benefits do color modes bring? One benefit is eye comfort. Providing options for color modes can improve accessibility for individuals with visual impairments or sensitivity to bright lights. Dark mode can be less straining on the eyes, especially in low light settings, potentially reducing eye fatigue. While dark mode is generally more accessible in low light environments, it might not always be the case for everyone. Some individuals with specific visual impairments or sensitivities might find light mode more comfortable. It is therefore important not to force the dark mode on your website, but rather give users an option to decide what they want. Also, make sure colors in any mode have sufficient contrast ratios. Another benefit is personalization. Users can choose the mode that suits their preferences and the lighting conditions they are in. Some users just prefer the aesthetics of one mode over the other, and having the option to switch can improve their overall satisfaction with the interface. The last but not least benefit is the battery savings. Dark mode can save battery life on devices with OLED and AMOLED screens, as they use less power to display darker colors than lighter ones. Let's take a look at examples of real websites that implemented the color mode switcher, accurate as of October 2023. This is the homepage of the Material UI, a web development framework. There is a button in the header allowing users to switch between the dark mode, represented by the icon of the moon, and the light mode, represented by the icon of the sun. By interacting with this button, users can switch to the mode they prefer. When we take a look at the YouTube website, it does not have the color theme button in the header, but there are options in the settings. I can choose the appearance and select between the light and dark modes, or I can select the option Use Device Theme. This setting sets the websites to the same color mode as your device. So for example, if you are using Windows with a dark theme, as I do right now, YouTube will switch to the dark mode too. How to set color mode in your system? The ability to switch between dark mode and light mode is usually implemented in the Settings or Preferences section of the operating system, application, or website. The exact location can vary depending on the platform you're using. For example, to change the color mode in Windows 11, users would go to Settings, Personalization, Colors. Switching between the dark and the light mode will set the whole system to this mode. The colors of all windows, panels, backgrounds, or controls are changed. But on the web, users can benefit from their color mode system settings only when web developers have implemented the support for it. The following example demonstrates how you can implement the color mode switcher and functionality. There is a page containing the color mode switcher, 2 blocks of text, one with a blue background, a sample dark button, and a sample dark icon. These elements are there to demonstrate differences between the color modes. When I activate the color mode switcher, I can choose from the light mode, dark mode, and use system settings mode. Selecting the options will set the page to the respective theme. When the use system setting option is selected, the page is set to the same theme users have chosen in their operating system or device. The difference between the light and dark modes is in the colors of text, page background, text block background, button text and background, including hover and focus states, and an icon. Let's focus on the technical part now. When I toggle between the light and dark modes, JavaScript switches the value in the data color mode attribute, which would usually be put on HTML or body elements. This creates a CSS selector where we can use CSS variables that switch color values for each mode, allowing multiple themes to have their own color settings. In the source code, we use CSS variables to set different colors for each mode. For instance, in the light mode, the text color is set to a dark color, and in the dark mode, the text color is set to a light color. The other color variables are set in the same style. Upon initialization, the code prioritizes the color mode stored in local storage. If absent, it uses the Match Media method to detect the system's color scheme preference, light or dark. If neither is present, it defaults to the light mode. The chosen mode is then stored persistently in local storage for future visits. Check the code in the Code Sandbox link attached to the component or visit the link in the video description. And that was all for this video. Thank you for watching and see you in the next one. Have a nice day.